So, Moo, how familiar are you with the series known as God of War? Or anybody else in chat? Because I can give a history lesson here, or background on this. Because this is... they actually just announced at the... I think it was the PlayStation... like conference, or I forget what it's called, this PlayStation Spotlight or something like that. But they actually announced they are remaking the original 3 games that take place in Greece. And they actually had T.C. Carson, the original voice actor for Kratos, announce this. Now, I love Christopher Judge, but I also love T.C. Carson. I love both guys. Both men are tremendous as Kratos. They both capture the two different parts of Kratos that we have come to know and love. Like, TC nailed the original, like, angry Spartan that Kratos was in the original games. Zeus, your son has returned! Just, he was fantastic. But I talked about this when we did, it's called, I know they just call it God of War. Some of us just call it God of War 2016, and some of us call it God of War 4, because that's basically what it was. But when Christopher Judge took over to be the new voice of Kratos, I thought it was an excellent choice because it's a new direction, but also an appropriate direction for Kratos' character. And what they do with him in this game as well is just chef's kiss. I adore this game and the story and the direction that they go with Kratos' character. And Chris Judge, he won the Game Award. I know we don't usually put a lot of stock into the award shows, but I do like it when certain folks do get recognition for their work. And Christopher Judge was awarded the best voice acting performance for his job as Kratos in this game. Wait a minute. I thought I had already done this. Oh, it's probably because I reinstalled the game. That's asking me to go ahead and sign in again. Well, fortunately, it's not showing any of this on the... Okay, there we go. It just let me re-sign in. Actually, I had to do a whole separate thing for that. By the way, can I also just take a moment to praise the oh yeah, I forgot to change those. Can I just praise the sheer amount of options that this game has? This game is so accessible. It has so many options for so many different things. Like one of my favorite options you can do here is you can be able to change the color of the subtitles. You can even also change the color of who's speaking. You know? Like, that's just like, they went above and beyond with this game. And I just absolutely adore it for that. I really do. If I recall, yeah, you can actually put a background behind it to make it easier to read. So that even if you have bright subtitle colors, you can still read it if it has a black or dark background. One of the things I learned when I used to do like PowerPoints and slides, and one of the things I learned was it's definitely a better idea to go with light text and darker backgrounds for easy reading as opposed to the other way around. I tried the other way around and it did not look good at all. That's when I learned, like, okay, we gotta fix that. So I just absolutely love this stuff here. I love the sheer amount of this, you know. I was playing this on my PlayStation. I never actually finished it, even though I do know like everything else that happens. I was honestly planning on doing a playthrough of this on my PlayStation 4, but then things happened and I transitioned basically fully to PC. And then, of course, they ported it over to PC. And I've been cautious about this because some of these games have a history where sometimes the PC ports are not the most stable things. Horizon Zero Dawn. Wait, no, that's the wrong game. Or is it? Not the Forbidden West, the first one. But that port was not exactly super stable. You know. But in case any of y'all are curious about a recap of the previous game,
The boy's mother is dead.
She wanted us to spread her ashes on the highest peak in all the realms.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once yes, but no longer.
There's only one person alive who can get you where you need to go. First, you need to cut off my head. Odin's eye is on you, brother. Especially now that you've taken to killing his kin.
When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god, and so were you.
We can do whatever we want.
There are consequences to killing a god!
Mother.
Back off, Kratos. This has nothing to do. No, my boy! My dear sweet boy!
It's Mother. Look, she was a giant. I'm a giant. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. The giants called me Loki?
A question for another day.
number of other things that were missing from that, but it's basically kind of a quick little nutshell recap of what happened. I'm really hoping this is that my computer's gonna be able to handle this well. But gosh, I love this series. I'm really excited about the remakes for the originals. But is it wrong that I actually like these Norse ones more so just because of the direction they took, which was bold, but I thought it was absolutely excellent. What I love about it is that Valhalla, the DLC which takes place after the campaign, and it was a free DLC, by the way. They announced it and that it was going to be free, and it was like, what? Keep in mind, this is like a roguelike DLC, which can actually take quite a while and be very challenging. But what I love about this DLC, I absolutely adore about it, is that it brings Kratos' story full circle. It really appropriately, it covers a lot of what he went through in the older games and really touches, I mean, people have joked it's basically Kratos' therapy. You know, his therapy session. This entire DLC is him going to therapy and dealing with everything that he did and went through. Not just necessarily experience, but what he did. Including a lot of the very horrible things he did. Kratos was not a good person in the original Greek games. It wasn't until the previous game, God of War 4, the one before this game, where we saw that he was aware of how horrible he was, and he has tried to make strides to change that. But he doesn't fully believe that he actually is deserving of any of that. He believes that because of all those horrible things he did, he doesn't deserve redemption. He doesn't deserve a chance to turn his life around. He doesn't deserve a happy ending or any of that stuff. Why would he? He committed horrible atrocities and killed lots of innocent people. Some were not innocent, but there were some that were just straight up like innocent bystanders or civilians that he had no issues killing because they were in his way. This was a very dark, angry man who went through a lot, lost a lot, and was basically turned, although you could make a case he already was that. And they touch upon this in the previous game. The scene I adore from the previous game is when Athena, or rather a vision of what used to be Athena, kind of haunts him a bit about what happened back then. Where she even taunts him that there is no redemption for what he's done. That he can't have that. He can't be able to turn his life around and be able to be like a good husband or a good father. And that he's always going to be a monster. And the moment that I love is right afterwards. He says, "I know. But I'm your monster no longer." He does believe he's a monster. But he also knows that they had no issues, Athena specifically, and also the Pantheon, basically turning him into their own personal monster. This is a very far cry of difference from the man we are seeing here and the man we saw at the beginning of God of War 2, where he, as the God of War, was sitting on a throne surrounded by treasure and beautiful women. Just like embracing all of the pleasures and riches that came with that position. Having all of the people of Sparta and such basically worship him as their new god. He was the God of War now in place of Ares. And he did a lot of horrible things. And you can see it in his face, just on this menu screen alone. He is still trying to somehow come to terms with all that. Now, he doesn't fully come to terms with it here in this game, but he does in this Valhalla DLC, which is why I love it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, play it well and do it justice. I'm also curious how this is going to play on a PC in terms of keyboard and mouse, because I am playing this on a keyboard and mouse. I actually don't have a controller for my PC. I probably could use one. I never tested it, but I probably could use one of my PlayStation controllers, because I know that they did make it where you could like make some of these games on PC compatible with a PlayStation controller. Not just like PlayStation 5, but I think also PS4 controllers were just fine. But I've never tried that. I've always been curious on the idea of, well, I would think some aspects of these games would be just fine to do on a keyboard and mouse, right? And the thing is, some of these games do sometimes require you to actually aim. Like, there were times where I was playing games on PS4 where aiming was a bit of an issue. And of course, being able to use a mouse to do stuff like that can obviously be a little bit easier. So, I don't know how the sensitivity is, because I haven't actually started this up. Like, I basically grabbed it, and I'm essentially testing this as my part 1 of this playthrough. By the way, don't be surprised if I get a little emotional. The stuff that happens in the story of these games, there were times I got emotional in the previous game, especially at the end. There's a scene coming up here at the beginning. I may get emotional just because of the relatability of it. And I can even share why when we get there. But let's just say if you have lost a pet at any point in your life, there's a scene upcoming here at the beginning of the game that may get to you. just giving you that heads up warning. Yeah. I know I'm doing a lot of talking and rambling here, but I have a tendency to want to give this kind of like spiel before we actually delve into these games. Especially if there are any of you watching that are not familiar with these. And if you're wondering why am I streaming this, why do I apparently love it so much, I'd like to give you guys kind of an idea as to why. I'll figure out some of these settings and stuff later. Because I'm so unfamiliar with like the controls and how this is going to run and such, I'm just going to focus on giving me a story, honestly. By the way, Bear McCreary did the soundtrack. Listen. Where is that boy? Boy?
Hungry?
Obviously, Atreus went through puberty since last time we saw him. Obviously, the actor did too, but you know, the joke still stands.
What's next?
Home. Storm is getting worse.
I'll get them ready. Need help?
Ready?
Actually, hold on a second. I just remembered something. Let me see here. There we go. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that was set up because I hate QuickTime events, especially during like cutscenes and such. And I'd rather just watch, honestly, rather than have to push a button at the right time and possibly fail. I don't care for that. Fimbulwinter. Huh. To access the camera settings. I can also
I hope
steer
Fenrir
the
got some
wolves.
sleep. Maybe he'll be ready to eat when we get home.
He is quite sick, Atreus.
Hold on a second. Let me also check the audio settings. Everything's maxed out at 10.
I know, but he was a little better yesterday. Until he wasn't. If he keeps eating, I'm not giving up on him. Hear that?
Yes.
Is it her?
It is her.
Yep.
The state is not far.
Ah! Get ready.
Hi, Freya.
She wouldn't give up that easy, would she?
She never does. Stay alert.
There she is! Mother! Got you! You gotta get away from her!
I'm trying.
Up there! What's she? Look out! The trees! They're coming down! That was too close. She's coming around again!
I do not wish to fight you.
Losing my grip here! Father!
I have you. Hold tight. Protection stave is near.
Oh no! Freya, we're not your enemy!
Fire white!
Please don't make me do this!
That was a bug. I don't know if you caught that, but he was just holding his arrow with no bow.
We're through the stave. We made it.
Let us go home.
Specky, Svana, up! I'm sorry I couldn't take the shot.
I did not wish you to.
I keep hoping she'll let it go. You saved her life.
I killed her son. There is no letting that go.
Yeah. I guess killing Baldur really did bring on Fimbulwinter. Never...
Hold on. I'm looking at the stream, seeing where I'm positioned. I'm basically blocking a bunch. Let me see if I can put myself, I guess, down here. That might be the best position. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see.
Stopped snowing after that day. Think it's ever gonna get better?
Someday. But the worst is still ahead of us. We must be strong.
I got it.
I will get the deer.
Go on, girls.
Good puppies. Oh, looks like they had their fill and already went to their little dog houses over here. Good doggies. Moo, do you have any dogs? I mentioned for any pet lovers or owners
don't
out
hear
there. Well,
He always says hello.
Atreus.
Fenrir, you okay, boy?
brace yourselves. I may even get a little emotional myself here. Hi, Fenrir.
It's okay, boy. You're okay. I know. I missed you too. Where's your food? Still hungry? Come on, boy. You need to eat. Eat. What? Too big? There you go. Good boy.
Atreus, the time draws near. You must prepare yourself.
For what? He's still eating. He wants to live.
He is dying.
You're a good boy. A brave boy. Fast and strong. But you can rest now. Okay? I'll be okay. You can let go now. You have to let go. Sofna. Afra. Tesu. Sofna. Ethon. Sofna. Sofna. Sofna.
Come. We train.
What? No. It's the middle of the night.
Light does not stop our enemies.
Why? What for? Training is all we ever do, ever. It's not enough. We can't hide forever.
We do not hide. We prepare for a fight for which we are not ready. Or go.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. Whatever Loki's supposed to be doing, he's supposed to be doing it now. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard?
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
We do not know what Mother wanted.
Looks like we never will. Look. Can I have a moment alone with Fenrir before I bury him?
My favorite character.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere. Care to tell me what went wrong?
The wolf is gone.
Oh, no. Not Fenrir. How's the lad taking it?
Not well. He goes to bury him.
Oh, damn it. All right, brother. Good night, then.
I may be pausing a lot during the cutscenes just to share and talk about certain things, just because I love this game so much, and I just want to gush its praises as we go through. So forgive me if at times if me pausing the cutscenes is a little jarring, but there are just some things I want to point out. It's just my style. Sometimes I do this personally, but it's also something I've loved doing over the years of doing these playthroughs. One of the things I love about this is that it immediately, without spelling out for us, if you paid attention to their interactions in the previous game, this already shows the growth in the relationship between Kratos and Mimir. Just in this one cutscene alone. We get to see more of it later, but just right away you can tell the more, especially Kratos, he is much more comfortable with Mimir, with sharing things with Mimir. He wasn't really doing that all that much in the previous game, but time has passed and they have, Kratos has grown more closer to Mimir and to the, where he's more willing to share things with him. Like, it's very subtle here first. We'll see more of it later. And like I said, I did get emotional there because I just recently, and I say recently, it was about a year and a half ago, had to put my dog down to sleep. So let's just say that scene hits a little close to home.
Kratos? Are you joining me?
This is the first time we actually get to see Faye.
Are you ready?
We never saw her in the entire previous game. It's the first time we actually get to see her. And you can definitely see her in Atreus. You can, like, the orange hair and such.
You walk as though Emir himself sits atop your shoulders.
This is your hunt. I will follow.
Very well, Grumbles.
I love that we can already tell the kind of relationship that these two have. The fact that she can call him things like Grumbles. This is Kratos who we're talking about here. People don't just call him stuff like that. They don't call him things like that and live. So I just love that we are getting to see that it's no wonder why they eventually grew to have a relationship where she clearly had a massive impact on him. From where he was at the end of God of War 3 to where we then see him in 4 and this game as well. She had such an impact on him. And it's already clear right from the get-go in this scene.
Fresh kill. At least it didn't suffer. Am I to decipher your grunting? Tell me your thoughts.
We hunt a predator.
A wolf. Yes.
Predators kill. It is the natural order of things.
Your words are misguided.
I'm doing this weird step with him, not just because it looks funny, but also because I'm trying to allow as much of the dialogue to play as possible. Because I always get concerned if I go too fast, we'll actually skip some dialogue.
Shh. Approach slowly. It's okay, little one. We want to help. Don't we? No, don't! Come on. The sick wolf we found beyond our stave. He found his way inside. As I said he would. We should have acted.
It was not our concern. Now it is.
The problem doesn't have to reach our doorstep for it to be our responsibility. If we have the power to limit the harm it could cause, we should act. Who are we to hide and do nothing?
We are not hiding.
Pretty similar conversation to what he's been having with Atreus, isn't it?
Gonna make me pick that one up? Good boy.
Like I said, no one gets to say stuff like that to Kratos. She's like the only one who has ever been able to say stuff like that to him.
This way.
Faye.
The wolf?
Faye.
Faye! Faye!
Time is running out, my love. And there is much to do.
Mother! Mother!
Brother?
is Atreus?
Hence my bellowing. He never came back from burying the wolf. It's been some time.
He cannot be far.
So, in the previous game, all the journal entries were basically written by Atreus. However, what we get here in these texts is that you can tell some of these are actually written by Kratos, which I find fascinating that we actually now get to see glimpses of Kratos actually, like, his thoughts in these entries.
Mimir has lived with us since our return from Jotunheim. I have known few that I would call friend, and brother, fewer still. But I have come to rely on the wisdom and the counsel of the smartest man alive. Also, he is compact and does not consume precious resources.
That's Kratos.
Not long ago, we rescued a pack of wolves from raiders on the Lake of Nine. Despite my warnings, Atreus decided to name them. Having these two to pull the sled has made transportation significantly easier. The wolf Fenrir has been in decline for some time now. Atreus cares for the animal deeply and has not been able to accept that he is dying. In the past, I would have told him to close his heart to this loss, but he has already endured so much. I see the compassion in his heart, and I am proud of the man he is growing into. But I must keep him focused if he is to be ready for more dark days ahead. It has been too long since Faye left us, and we spread her ashes from the highest peak in Jotunheim. A journey she planned, one that neither of us was ready for. I dream of her in simpler times when being together was enough. My duty now lies solely with our son, but I still have so many questions for her. So much that I still do not understand. I see glimmers of her in Atreus, and they make me smile. But I am left with those same questions as I try to guide him along this path. He is focused on who he will become, and while it becomes difficult to keep him close, I am grateful that I can continue this journey with him. For now. Freya continues to pursue us, seeking revenge for the death of her son, Baldur. I do not wish to fight her. She was a friend, but I will defend myself if she forces my hand. I do not see a peaceful resolution to our situation. I do not regret Baldur's death. Had I allowed him to kill Freya, he would not have abandoned his pursuit. His fate would have been the same. I do not expect Freya to accept what happened as necessary. She will likely pursue us until one of us is dead. Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor, also pursued us on our journey. Magni was strong, but arrogant until his last breath. Modi proved himself a coward, but I pitied him in his last moments. There seems to be little forgiveness among the Aesir gods, and I expect that we have yet to suffer the consequences of the blood we spilled.
And then some tutorial stuff as well. This will be handy for later on. Transmog allows the appearances of gear. Did they add transmog to this game? Your gear will retain all stats and abilities. Okay. don't think I have anything else, actually. And here's the skills, which I don't really have the means to edit or anything. The old door looks like it's gone.
Atreus has not returned home from bearing the wolf. My worry grows. I will follow his tracks.
You don't suppose he was training in the middle of the night?
I suggested as much.
Did you? What on earth for?
He was grieving.
Oh, Kratos. I know you're trying.
I love that little interaction right there between them. Where just Mimir has come to learn a whole lot more about Kratos. Like, he knew about the legend of Kratos, the ghost of Sparta and all that. But he didn't really get to know Kratos until these past years. To the point where now when they call each other brother, like, it really does feel like they have grown into kind of like a brotherly relationship. To the point where Mimir understands what Kratos has gone through, but also what he's done, but also what he's trying to do.
You suppose he took a shortcut through the realm between realms?
No, the stones have not moved.
To the point where he actually can see. He knows that Kratos is trying. He's trying so hard to be like a good father and mentor and such. But Kratos makes mistakes. Like, he was never really the best father back then.
Let's see. Tracks heading down to the frozen river. That's most likely where he did the burying.
So when he hears his reasoning about, like, well, he was grieving, and if we were grieving, we would have trained to take our minds off it. Like, he understands what Kratos means by that. So he's like, ha, Kratos, look, buddy, I know you're trying. I know you are, but not everyone goes through things the way you did, and handled it the way you did.
Fire's dwindling now. Where else could he have gone from here?
This is where he buried the wolf.
Looks like he lit a fire by the kennel. Commiserating with the other pups, I suspect.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Fenrir. You were a good boy. Good puppies.
He crawled through here.
You seem troubled in your sleep, even for you. Nightmares?
I dream of the past. Almost every night.
Ah, the bad old days? In Greece?
No. It feels like Faye is trying to tell me something.
You don't mean to say you're talking to ghosts again, brother?
No. But it is something more than memory.
Keep in mind that there's little references to what is being said there. Because Kratos has probably... I mean, Mimir knows about a lot of the things that happened in the previous games. But they've also had time to talk, and Kratos has had opportunity to share some of those things that happened back then with Mimir. We'll especially see more of this when we do the Valhalla DLC. But Mimir kind of at times is a bit of a counselor, you know, for Kratos, or kind of he is the smartest man alive, but he can also like be that kind of like brotherly advisor to him, like just kind of like somebody that Kratos can like share things with. So that whole thing about talking with Ghost, nice little callback there. But the fact that Kratos is willing to share that with him about his nightmares, whereas in the previous game he would have been like, "Shut up, head." Like, I do not talk to you, head. Like, you had told him to shut up and just called him head. But he doesn't do that anymore. Oh, this is the sprint. Okay. That makes sense. Shift is usually always the sprint button in games.
Use your words, brother.
Use your
The tracks
words.
stop here.
And we're not alone.
Well, well.
Few humans are left in the wild woods these days. Those who survive have either stashed themselves away in the warmest places that they can find, or, should they choose not to hide, they have only fended off the cold by transmogrifying their freesia, or their guardian spirit. This part of their soul takes the traits of an animal, allowing them to adapt to Midgard's unforgiving climate. As of late, the various remaining raiders around the Wildwood seem hell-bent on murdering the lot of us. The protection stave keeps interlopers at bay, but every hunting trip beyond its borders inevitably results in encountering a scouting party or two.
It hasn't taught me what the button for the oh. It hasn't. It hasn't taught me what the button for the shield is yet. This is basically me learning rather than block and parry. I have to then do rolls instead.
Blasted raiders!
They should not be this close.
We should check on the protection stave. There's a tree up ahead, yeah? Well?
You're right. The stave is broken.
Explains our trespassers. What happened here?
I'm trying to see where he saw that. Where he saw that the stave was broken. Oh, that's not good. Oh boy, that's even worse.
A bear. Mauled.
By what?
A larger bear. Wounded. The fight destroyed the tree. We must find Atreus.
Aye. Between the savage beasts and marauding raiders, he may have sought shelter. Follow the trail. We'll find him.
So that's what it probably was. The tree that had the stave on it was destroyed in the fight.
Ah, we need a way around. Aha! Trail's on the other side of that gap, if you can clear the way.
Wait, control is the aim button? Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Any idea what could have made the lad wander off?
We argued. He accuses me of hiding from Odin.
Eh, only sensible to keep a low profile after killing 3 of his kin.
A reckoning will come. That is why Atreus must learn to survive on his own.
Oh, this is about that prophecy. Just because the giants had you dead on some wall full of otherwise accurate predictions.
I do not believe in prophecies.
Well, good.
I mean, Kratos had his own fair share of prophecies to deal with, but that's more so because he actually dealt with the Sisters of Fate. And yes, for those of you who have seen the Hercules animated movie, I am of course referring to those 3 sisters with the eyeball. But in the God of War games, they were a little different. But yeah, let's just say they were basically trying to cause Kratos' fate to be something not in his favor, and rather in Zeus's favor. To which Kratos then made sure to go correct that in his own unique way, as it were. But yeah, Kratos is no stranger to dealing with fate. Trying to remember.
That's a lot of blood, brother.
We must find him.
I'm trying to remember if in the previous game there was like something I could use to kind of like help point me in the right direction. But I don't think that there was something like that in the previous game. I'm just used to other games that also provide that, like, hey, you're supposed to go in this direction.
And what do you believe about prophecy, Mimir?
I'm skeptical by nature, though we have seen things that defy explanation. So, speaking as the smartest man alive, I've no bloody idea.
Well, it depends on the setting, Mimir, of course. Why, hi there. To frost up the axe. Okay. Well, it's a little awkward using the left control button here on the keyboard, but I think I could get used to it. I should comment also that when they announced that it wasn't a remaster but a remake, let's just say that when I hear the word remake now, I'm expecting like what we got with the Dead Space remake, which was a complete, like, they literally remade that game from scratch. And I'm like, okay, is that the kind of standard that we're going to be doing here for this? Because I'm totally down for them completely remaking the old games if they're going to give it that standard.
Where's that trail gone?
Like, I'm going to be curious how it looks, how it plays, how it feels, how it sounds. Keep in mind, they also did a completely different cast for the voice actors of that remake compared to the original game. Now, it looks like T.C. Carson is going to be coming back to do Kratos yet again as the original Kratos, which I am totally down for. I think that'd be really cool. He's obviously a little older now compared to when those games came out. So, like, I would love if he can still, like, bellow it like he did back in those days. He kind of teased it in the announcement. But it's also worth noting, he said that the remakes were in the beginning stages of production. As in, like, they were starting the production of these remakes. So it's not like they're saying, hey, the remakes have been in production for a while now and they are just around the corner. No, he was saying they are starting production on the remake of the God of War trilogy from back in those days. So it's probably going to be a while till we get that remake. But it is a nice move to have T.C. Carson come out and kind of start the hype train, as it were. Oh, use the shield button. Oh, wow.
Too many for a scouting party. They must have a camp nearby.
I know what you're thinking, brother. But Atreus can handle himself. You've taught him well.
So he keeps telling me.
While most raiders favor the strength and pride of the stag for their filcha, scouts favor the owl for its sharp eyes and sharper talons. They often claim to be able to peer through the eyes of Midgard's owls, but this strikes me as boastful havers. They favored ranged attacks, and are deadly accurate with their slings.
One of the things I loved about them going this direction with the journal entries with Kratos writing them
to find another way up.
is that we need to remember this is a man who has been through a lot and he knows a lot. Like this was a Spartan, okay? like, yes, I know we think of like the movie 300 when it comes to the Spartans, but it was kind of like, okay, like, yeah, that's true, but not quite like that.
Torches. And the trail leads into that cave.
Well, we know where we are going. I'm sure we can find a quiet way in.
Quiet. I do not know the meaning of the word head.
Brother!
Oh, I'm sorry, Mimir.
Or you could do that. Are these the raiders you rescued the wolves from?
No. They have not been here long.
Sprint off a ledge once in the air to unleash a death from above attack.
The trail goes through here. Leads deeper in.
There will be more.
If you're wondering why I'm destroying so much, sometimes there's money in them.
Well, someone got in the bear's way.
Huh. Why, hello there!
Fire from above!
See? Got a bit of hack silver from destroying those pots and such. I want you to remember that Kratos almost always just smashes through the chest to get what's inside it. Remember that for later. Let's just say this game rewards you for paying attention to little things. Wait, where are you? Oh, you're down there, huh? Okay.
Atreus, are you here?
The trail leads back out. We'll need our own way up to find it again. Perhaps Atreus came here seeking shelter. Kept moving when he saw the raiders, and the bear came barreling after. Impressive rampage, I'll give it that.
You think the bear was chasing Atreus?
Well, just as likely the bear was hurt and Atreus was chasing it to help. You know the lad.
Yes.
Atreus, where are you?
Well, we found the bear.
Well, we found the bear, or he found us.
Hi, Bjorn.
Oh, he seems angry.
Oops. It's our first boss fight of the game. I'm kind of like, wait, what? What in the world is that? Wait. What the heck? I'm not entirely sure what that is. Oh. Left shift and the middle mouse button. That is a very odd combination, but that, yeah, that apparently activates our Spartan Rage.
Grab him! He's looking shaky, brother!
Atreus! 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 Atreus!
What?
First, focus. Heal.
What happened?
You do not remember.
I prayed Fenrir. And then I'm not sure. I was so sad. And then I was angry and scared. I remember running. There was a bear charging, and I charged back. That had to be a dream.
Your emotions. They transformed you.
I didn't know I could do that.
You did not do anything. They overcame you. That is why we must not abandon your training. We do not know the reach of your abilities. And they will be dangerous without discipline to control them.
You've already taught me discipline. I need more than that. I need answers. Answers you don't have.
Answers only your mother had. Answers she withheld.
What if there was someone who could help us? Someone that could give us answers about the giants and who Loki's supposed to be.
Atreus.
Wouldn't it help to understand what I'm becoming?
Atreus! Listen to me. I might have killed you. Until you learn control, we will take no unnecessary risks.
Inaction is also a risk. You taught me that. Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No! yourself.
He doesn't want to do that again. Battle of the Bear.
Atreus has grown much since our journey to Jotunheim. We have trained through winter upon winter, with no summers between. He is stronger, more capable, more adept in battle, and an excellent climber. But he still has much to learn if he is to master his emotions with discipline. He remains distracted by thoughts of Loki and the destiny foretold by the giants. Whatever his mother's people intended for him, whatever she intended, I will keep him safe and prepare him while I can.
You can watch the health bar there. So, yeah. I love the immediate response. It speaks to how much Kratos does not want to go back to being what he used to be. Like, certain things that Atreus says just trigger something in Kratos of his past that he does not want to go back to being. Again, we don't really touch upon that much in this game, but we really touch upon that in the Valhalla DLC. I'm going to be hyping and building that up to that for quite a bit, because that's just one of the things I absolutely love about that DLC, is they really just show how much he hates what he was. So when Atreus says things like that, he's just like, no, I do not want to be that man again. Never.
This way.
So, are we going to discuss the boy becoming a bear?
Yeah, are we?
Not now. We need to repair the protection stave and get home.
What happened to the protection stave?
You did.
So you're blaming me?
I am not blaming you, Atreus.
Well, tell your voice that.
So F is the button to tell Atreus to
Say the
fire.
word, Father.
Fire.
Pizza!
Lads, showing them.
Incoming fire!
So, lad, besides your gift of language and hearing creatures' thoughts, are there any other new magical abilities to report?
Not really.
What of Fenrir?
What about him?
When he died, you cast a spell.
No, I didn't.
But I saw light.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Trick of Fimbulwinter, perhaps? Seen my share.
I did this a lot in the previous game. just letting y'all know. This kind of game, you are literally just like looking to scavenge almost anything you can for loot and such.
Oh, I recognize where we are now. What's with all the blood?
Yours, Atreus.
Seriously?
That, or any prey you might have been dragging, I suppose.
Not sure that makes me feel any better.
Yeah, about that. We're coming up on the bear that he killed.
This one.
guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Intent does not matter. Only consequences.
What can we do?
Nothing. Nature will take its course.
And now they have to survive on their own. Without their parent.
Storms are coming.
Isn't it cold enough?
We are almost home.
Yeah, storm. You hear thunder in this place. That's not a good sign. What was it that Loki said in the first Avengers movie? It's like, what's the matter? Are you afraid of lightning? I am not fond of what follows. Ah, I messed up the parry. I was trying to do the parry. Bam! There we go.
Rainer! To your left! Nista! Wow. A lot of those guys.
It's been like this all night.
They must have been inside the stave when I fixed it. Sometimes I really wish Tyr's temple still worked so we could get out of Midgard.
They say Fimbulwinter affects all realms, lad.
Okay, but how could things be any worse than here?
Do you really want to find out? Depends on also what your definition of worse is.
Hey, Svanna, you're not scared. You're a brave girl. Good. Brave girl. That's right.
He's good with them. No surprise, really.
Specky, you okay? Just a little thunder. That's a good girl. Good girl.
Just a little thunder, he says.
Atreus!
I'm just checking on...
To bed!
Yes, sir.
Actually, hold on a second. No? I was curious if he had anything to say if we go to Fenrir's grave over there. Nope, no extra dialogue. I was just curious. Ah, that's right, there is saves.
As evenings go, that was entirely too eventful. Though I admit it was a bit like old times there, for a moment. The three of us navigating some hitherto unhappened upon patch of forest.
Been a while since you've joined us. If that's what you mean.
Ah, well, just tired, I suppose. You've seen one deer hunt, you've seen them all.
How can you feel tired when you never sleep?
There are other kinds of tired, lad. You'll see when you're older.
Yeah, no kidding. Just also goes to show the difference at this point in time that he's hanging the Blades of Chaos there just on the post as opposed to when he had them hidden underneath the house.
Now have a proper rest, my brothers. Things are always brighter in the morning.
Sometimes. Unless it's, you know, storming outside. But, it's not like that's going to happen here, right?
What was that?
Your ball!
So about that storm. Does that answer your question?
Can I come in? I have meat.
I have so much to say about this one scene we're about to watch. It's a brilliant scene. There is so much good stuff in this one scene alone. First of all, I want to praise, obviously, I'm sure you know exactly who that is, but just simply based on the hammer we just saw. But I want to praise the voice actor. That is Mr. Ryan Hurst. For those of you who haven't heard, apparently he is going to... So, they are apparently going to be making a live-action show based on this God of War game series. And they've chosen Ryan Hurst to play Kratos in that show, which I just find amusing since he plays... if you haven't figured out, that's Thor by now. I don't know what to say. But yeah, that's Thor. Here's the funny things. If you're wondering who Ryan Hurst is, you've seen him in some other stuff. I think he was in an actual Viking show. I think it may have been called Vikings. I don't remember. There was another show I think he was playing in. But the one role that I will always remember him for. How many of you have seen Remember the Titans? That's Gary. Gary Bertier. Left side! Yeah, that's him. He looks a little different nowadays. He actually looks kind of like Kratos with a full beard and everything. But I really like Ryan Hurst. If you saw the ending of the previous God of War game, you know this was the big tease they showed where we went to bed and we had this where you open the door, there's Thor, who are you? Reveals the hammer, credits roll. That was how the previous game ended. So now we have this. I have mead.
You would not find me good company. No. I'm sure we'll find lots to talk about.
This is also a... The one thing you could hear Kratos say there was Mimir. This is also a very far cry from the Thor we know from the MCU. Although... I love the up-down that Kratos gives him there. Sizing him up. And there's crows, or ravens, because of course there are. And of course he's got the beer belly, like how Thor had in Endgame. But from what I've heard, this is actually a more quote-unquote accurate depiction of Thor in Norse mythology compared to in the MCU. They didn't, whether or not they actually kept things accurate for that. But I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I honestly don't care about that because I just don't really care into looking into like mythologies or how accurate they are and such. And plus, believe it or not, looking into stuff like that can actually spoil you about things. For example, how Kratos and Atreus actually end up defeating Balder is actually spoiled for you if you look into Greek Norse mythology. Actually, I know somebody that got spoiled about that in the plot of the previous game because somebody told them about that in regards to the character in the mythology. Even though they were like, well, if it's in the mythology, then it's like, but they didn't apparently know or care about whether or not it was part of the plot or spoiling the plot of the game. Um, and I think in their response and defense was, I guess I forget that not many people read as much as I do, and I'm just like, dude, I don't care if you are an expert on mythologies. You don't just go around blabbing about the stuff in mythology in case some of that is actual spoilers for the story. Just because you know about the mythology doesn't mean you go telling about it, because if people, otherwise you are just outright ruining the experience for some people that play these games and don't know the mythology but are invested in the story. And it just kind of ruined that impact about the story and the plot when it was revealed because someone had mentioned it in regards to the mythology. So I'm not somebody who's going to necessarily care about whether or not it's accurate to the mythology or not. It's just something I thought I'd share, that some people pointed out that this whole red hair and big beer belly is a more accurate depiction of how Thor would be in the Norse mythology. Just tossing it out there. I also want to point out, I'm going to be pausing through this, like I said, where there's this step-by-step thing, where you can see what Thor is doing. He walks in, it's like,
Nice place.
nice place.
You can sit down there.
Kratos, of course, still holding the axe. And yeah, you can see the birds for Odin are there in the background. And we know that those are the servants of Odin. It's like, alright, I'll put the hammer down on the table.
And I will do the same with the axe.
It's like, alright, you brought mead? Fine, we'll provide the cups. We'll perhaps share some mead together. I want to remind all of you that Thor knows about what happened in the previous game. Nothing was hidden from any of them. They all know what happened. Thor knows that Kratos and Atreus killed his sons. And yet he is being very calm, cordial, very civilized right now. Just pointing that out.
He's too young.
You could have told me before I poured. Why are you here? Just being polite. You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you? A calm and reasonable person.
If the moment calls for calm.
I'd say the moment calls for calm. Yeah.
I've always been fascinated about that little gesture that Thor did there. He's not necessarily drinking the mead. He just simply dipped his fingers to it and he starts smearing it on his hammer. I always found that interesting. Now, I don't know if that was something symbolic that he was doing or if that was him just simply doing something to bide his time. Because you saw, of course, him do the little psst to the bird and basically give the bird a signal. And I find myself wondering, like, was he doing that for a specific reason, or was he doing that just simply to just bide his time and wait? And of course, it's amusing to ask, hey, Kratos, are you a calm and reasonable person? If you know his history, you're like, do you know who you're talking to?
You know who I am?
So yeah, this is Odin. And I want to quickly point out that is Mr. Richard Schiff voicing him, and he does a phenomenal job voicing Odin in this game. Oh, I want to shower the praises of this gentleman for his performance as Odin in this game, because he is so good in this. Odin is one of the best villains. I know I'm kind of like just right from the get-go saying this when he's only said one line, but trust me when I say as we progress the game, he is one of the best villains that we have ever seen in a game. And if you pay attention to things, like, he goes about things where you can see what's really going on if you're paying attention.
Back before winter set in, there were some misunderstandings. Regrettable ones. But I think we all have a better idea of who we're dealing with. Now, what you did to his boys. Self-defense. Dying is what we Aesir live for. And let's be honest, they were kind of useless.
I want to remind you, those are his grandchildren he's talking about. His 2 grandsons. They were useless. We learn a lot about Odin in this one scene.
But Baldur, he had value. He was my best tracker, my closer. Yeah, his mind was gone, sure. But he had his uses, and now he's gone because of you.
I want to re-point this out. He's not upset that his grandsons were killed. But he is upset that Baldur, his son, one of his sons, was killed. Not because he was his son, but because he was his best tracker. Because he had value. That says so much about Odin.
You follow me? You have a debt. You're no fun anymore.
What do you want?
Notice how Odin just walks in, you know who I am, grabs a chair, sits himself down, and basically just starts setting takes charge of this meeting. And he drinks both of the glasses of mead. Very different approach compared to how Thor was when he came in.
How about peace? How does peace strike the esteemed, retired God of War? How about we just don't kill each other? How about you stay home, kick up your feet, seek no quarrel with me, and I'll have none with you. Of course, it means that one has to stop his search for Tyr.
Yeah. We know what you've been up to. Stop it.
Tyr's old ways are dead. He is dead. You understand? And then that's it. Then we're square. Shit, I'll even sweeten the deal. I'll let you keep the prisoner that I know you stole. That's right. I know you're in here somewhere, you silver-tongued little shit.
Why should we believe a word out of you? What have your promises ever been worth?
There he is, my old partner in crime.
He's lost weight.
I love that little comment from Thor. He's lost weight.
If he tells you snow is white, he's lying.
What kind of wisdom is that?
That's another great quote there. If he tells you that snow is white, he's lying. Mimir knows Odin as well as anybody.
Can't the smartest head alive see past himself? See that we all want the same thing? All right. Here's a deal I know you can trust. I'll settle your debt with my ex. Keep Freya off your back. Keep your boy safe. That's really all you want, isn't it? So what do you say?
It's worth noting that, in my opinion, I think Kratos was considering his offer until he mentioned Freya. When he's like, I'll get her off your back. Kratos has been around long enough to understand what someone like him means. Kratos has had dealings like this with gods before. He understands the silver-tongued, underlining meanings of things that they say. That they'll say one thing but mean another. He's dealt with this before. Kratos is not dumb. He is more streetwise than that. He sees what Odin is really saying.
No.
Don't take all day.
I hope you guys realize what that means. Thor has been sitting here just keeping it all in. He's been restraining himself so hard this entire time, waiting, chomping at the bit, but not letting it show for Odin to give him the green light. And now he has it.
About time.
I've been waiting for this. You're not from here. We got a tradition called blood payments. It means I get a piece of you for what you took from my family. You'll pick it up.
That was for Baldur. Now show me this god killer I've heard so much about.
So yeah, remember how we started off the game?
That fight with your brother. I don't care.
The previous game with a fight against Baldur? This time we start off with a fight against Thor, because of course we do.
You insult me holding back like this.
I love that Thor is making clear he knows all about Kratos' history, but he doesn't care because that's what he wants. He wants.
How were you ever a god of war?
He's like, oh really? You are this massive, incredibly strong god killer. Fine.
Son's memories.
Yeah.
I can't believe they lost.
Yeah, show me the guy who killed my sons. That they lost to somebody who was worthy of killing them.
You know my past.
The ghost of Sparta thing. Yeah.
Then you know what I'm capable of.
Show me. Now we gotta fight.
I just love the banter of this fight between them.
See your blade. Guess they don't come when you call. You should be better than this.
I might turn up the difficulty just because I don't want these fights to be too short, because then we're missing out on a lot of really good dialogue. That's the thing. One thing I love about this fight is the really cool banter and dialogue here.
Let me see the monster inside.
Remember, Odin said dying is what we Aesir live for. They don't mind dying to a worthy opponent who is actually worthy of killing them.
Holding back. That's for Magnus. Sorry about your statue, Tyr, you preachy old stiff. Catch your breath, or not bruise. If you're not fighting dirty, you're not struck first. Good.
Good.
This is the god that murdered a pantheon because they hurt his feelings.
Again, I love that he's also mocking the whole thing. Oh, they hurt your feelings and you killed them? Boo-hoo.
Was it luck? Did my sons die to blind fucking luck? Oh, dumbass!
I love the whole him.
Come here, become a daddy, get a clean slate. That ain't how it works. You're a destroyer, like me. Oh no. I say when we're done.
I love that so much.
I'm not leaving till I see the real you. Get up!
You want the real me?
Now we're talking!
I love that. You pop Ghost Spartan Rage. It's like, oh, what's this? Oh, now we're talking!
You were finally showing.
I just love that he is just like, I want to see you be the monster that actually, you know, that my sons actually died to someone who was worthy of killing them. Because I love that. Like, he's not too broken about his sons getting killed as long as they were killed by someone or something that was worthy of killing them. It makes so much sense for, like, you know, this type of depiction of Thor and such. Also, remember, the hammer and the axe were both made by the same crafters.
You put him last, even in death.
The fuck you say?
Modi sought us in fear of you. He died of the wounds you gave him.
Oh, we got a model father here. This feels familiar.
What?
Don't matter. I could give a hot shit about your fatherly advice. I want to see the God of War.
You started this. I will end it.
This is the foreign god that bends his shoulder. This is the man who faced down Sigrid the Clever. Clever won't beat me. Afraid to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, the controls are still a little awkward for me on the
Where's the
PC.
love of the fight? God of War out! Let me see him!
I see why my sons fell to you. Even this lesser version of you. But I am not my sons. And your boy, Allfather, has plans for him. There he is. There's the God of War. Consider your blood debt paid. Be seeing ya.
Told you he'd make it.
Kratos! It's Sindri and Brock. That was quite a fight. Can we...
Oh, now! Odin is with Atreus.
Oh, no. I'll go get a gateway ready.
Come on, then. Ain't a long walk.
There are many differences between Thor and his brother Balder. Balder fought wildly, and his motivation was to inflict pain. Thor is calmer. His bloodlust is for the fight itself, not for the suffering that it inflicts. The full force of his attack is as heavy as any as I have felt. The hammer, Mjolnir, only compounds his power. Each blow echoes with the death and destruction that they have wrought together. He chose to end our fight prematurely. It is good for both of us that it did not reach its conclusion.
Hold on. What was that I just saw? Ah! Spot and Rage. Fury.
Well, good to see you making new friends. Ain't that Mjolnir pack a punch? You know we made that hammer, right?
You have mentioned it.
I know that. Wasn't ever sure you were listening. At least it was good to see the axe hold her own. Kind of the point, after all.
That was an interesting result of the hammer and the axe facing each other, wasn't it? That right there. A very interesting mixture of lightning and frost.
All set. This'll get you home.
I know it's been a while, and I'm so damn lovable, but your boy's waiting, ain't he?
Ah, that was the, okay, so I believe this was part of the, it was either part of the deluxe edition or it was part of signing into my PlayStation account. I think it was this Black Bear one. Now some of these do have some different stats. So strength and defense, and runic. But I love that you can still go for different appearances if you want. Like, you can either stick with the armored up appearance, or you can go with the, you know, the fur, like the fur armor look if you want. Like that this one actually shows the chains on it. There we go. New grip for the axe there. And for the shield, we actually lose stats if we put that on. That's alright.
Hey, one last thing there, Tiny. If you got Aesir at your door, then I reckon your protection stave's busted. Once you chase Odin off, you got another place to lay your head tonight? And I don't mean that talky fella.
I will not abandon my home.
Oh yeah? And what's to stop the all-fucker from spying on you? Or Raven pecking your house to splinters while you're asleep in it? Nothing, that's what. You go get your boy, and I'll speak to a certain someone about putting you up at his place in a pinch.
Yes.
I was about to look for you.
Are you hurt?
Are you?
What does he want?
To, pay for the roof. And he invited me to Asgard.
Did he? I couldn't hear once he went outside.
I told him no. Obviously.
Good.
So,
Why were you searching for Tyr?
If I told you I was looking for him, you would have said not to.
So you hid the truth. From me.
I wanted to tell you. I really did, but now that you know, there's something you should see.
No.
Just trust me, you'll want to.
Trust! You have broken my trust.
Then let me regain it. Let me show you what I found.
what's that old saying? It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Besides, we haven't seen the last of Odin. Or Thor. And clearly they can just walk in and blast holes in our home whenever they want. There's only one way to get them off our backs. And I think I know how. Sir.
Now we get the blades.
Shall we? Gather your things.
Equip your gear before heading out. To view the chest armor, yep. Stuff we already looked at a moment ago. Along with a couple of other new things added here. It's time to customize the axe. Time to review this now. Stats help. Yeah, it's very tutorial focused right now. To help remind us about our stats and how important that actually is in this game. Yep. Hold on. Well, never mind. We'll wait until after the cutscene, because I didn't get to customize the blades.
Are you ready?
We'll do that after this cutscene.
Go.
And keep the change, you bastard!
All right.
Like his son before him, Odin has come to our door. He does not seek vengeance for Baldur, but instead he speaks of peace and inaction. Odin claims that Atreus has been searching for Tyr, and has requested that he halt this endeavor. I am not pleased that he knows more about what my son is doing than I. While I do not approve of what Atreus has done behind my back, I will not abide the gods of this realm coming to my home and dictating our actions. If he does not want us searching for Tyr, it is likely that is exactly what we should be doing. I must note that he offered a deal of peace for our inaction. If I did not have better counsel, I would have been tempted to take it. His threat to Freya made this impossible. She may persist as a danger, but to ally against her with her former husband is unacceptable.
Ah, the Blades of Chaos. I like how these are there just for Transmog. To celebrate the anniversary. A gift to celebrate 2 decades of adventure and many more yet to come. I love that. I see. And then 3 is to just not wield anything and just use our fists.
Where are we going?
The old temple in the Wildwoods.
Why?
It'll be easier to explain once we're there.
And this is where the game really starts. Like, all of that was
Odin say
basically just the
anything else while
intro.
you were outside.
Yeah. He said he doesn't care about Jotunheim anymore. That the giants can keep their secrets. He's averted Ragnarok his own way. You think he knows all the giants are dead?
I'm more concerned that it no longer matters to him. What's he up to?
I guess because it's kind of a anniversary set, I guess we can go ahead and equip the Dark Aussie stuff. At least for now.
What happened here? So close to home.
Are raiders warring with one another now?
Those are not their arrows. Something else is out here.
more over here. And fresh. Did they all get in while the stave was down?
That, or Odin cocked up the protection spell altogether.
Almost to the bridge. Oh, guess the bridge gave out. Gonna need another path to the temple.
Why would you come out this way alone?
I had dreams calling me here.
Dreams.
Whoa, that one's still alive.
No.
Whoa! You could have warned me.
Suppose it's too much to hope that an enemy of theirs would be a friend of ours.
Your standard stag-styled raider, only dead, and far more dangerous for it. Relentless, frenzied, rageful creatures. Lighting them on fire should help calm them down.
Whoa! Bloody hell, brother! What was that?
Something strong and dangerous. Be on guard.
Oh yeah, being all the way on guard.
When did this bridge collapse?
Oh, a while ago. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Alright. Let's go this way, actually.
Here's the temple now. Just need to find a way around.
Whatever it is, it works fast.
Right, now we go back the other way. We'll be ending this stream soon, by the way. I unfortunately wasn't able to get away to cover my shift and tomorrow, which is another early shift for me, starting at noon. Which I know some of you are like, what? That's early? For me it is, yes.
Remember when I said there was someone who might help us get answers about the giants and Loki?
You mean Tyr? The old god of war in these lands, who is dead.
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
Right? He knows Tyr could unite the realms against him. Plus, Tyr was the giant's greatest ally. So...
Enough.
Look out!
Well, they return rather swiftly, don't they?
Oops, that's not what I was trying to do. Alright. The skills tree. Yep. Alright, we'll look at that in a second. Like that game, that's not what I was trying to do. Okay. Skills. Let's see. So hold on. Let me see here. That seems like a good one. They deal bonus damage. Look at that. Okay. Some of these I apparently already had. Drag the axe through the ground. We'll get that one too. I think that's all I can get right now. Yep.
That pillar wasn't in the way last time I came. Like I was saying, Tyr was an ally to the Giants. So he'd be on our side if we find him. And if anyone might know who I'm supposed to be, it's him. If he's out there, we gotta find him. How can we not?
Those are many ifs, Atreus. What do you know?
You'll see soon.
What do you think?
Can't imagine what the lad's found, but he says he has evidence. We've come this far. Let's see it.
It's like, well, let's at least
Many
hear it
dead
out.
here.
We should keep moving.
Okay.
Too late.
Father, use your blade. Burn that.
I hate mashing.
More raiders! Left side!
Watch the fire!
Behind you! Incoming!
Nita!
It's like, Father, why'd you do that? Because I felt like it, boy. You said you wouldn't call me that anymore. Oh, sorry. That is something to point out. He has not once called him boy this entire time. He was calling him that the entire game. He has yet to call him that in this entire game yet.
Isn't it nice how Fimbulwinter wore down all the helpful magic we acquired? Yet somehow new terrors only flourish. As if on cue.
As if on cue.
Kill. Winterman.
Yup, you got it. Wonder who they mean.
That goes to show that Kratos has actually been taking the time to learn
On
more of the language, so that he doesn't need Atreus to read it for him all the time anymore.
He has gotten rather good at that. Yet another grisly scene.
Mista! Behind you! Look out!
I've seen my share of bloodshed, but this is an awful lot for one morning. Oh no! Brother!
Father!
Oh, the shield broke. You saw that?
A stalker! On your guard, brother! I think we found our predator! That just bloody tears it. Winter Freya, the raiders, Thornodin barging in, and now stalkers playing in our woods. This is no safe haven anymore.
Light runic attack. And yeah, broken shield. Isn't that great? So they are slotted into his weapons. Each weapon can hold light and runic attack gems. While blocking, use left click to use the light runic attack. Okay.
Father, the shield Mom gave you.
Thor damaged it. But now,
Perhaps the dwarves could take a look at it.
perhaps, later.
Come on, we can get in this way.
Why are we here, Atreus?
Okay. You remember all those shrines we found, telling the stories of giants? How the panel on the left would be their origin, and the panel on the right would be their fate?
Yes, we found many. I have seen them.
Well, there's more to them than we realize.
There's more to them, you say?
How do you always know how to find those?
It's a sense you develop over many years of playing various different games, Atreus. Just that instinct to look around for
Well,
hidden
pillar is
items,
new.
loot, all that stuff.
But the shrine is just on the other side. That should help. There we go. Come on. You watching?
Well, that's new.
Come on.
Atreus, wait!
Yeah, I don't think he's waiting.
The tutorial thing is still popping up.
What is this, lad? Where are we?
Somewhere only giants were meant to see. These shrines tell their stories to the world. But it turns out the real stories, the secret stories, those they kept here, inside. You remember the story of Skull and Hati, the wolf giants? Odin captured them because he thinks it'll help him control when Ragnarok starts.
I remember.
But that's not the whole story. See, this shows the giants setting Skull and Hati free.
They're free? Is this the past or the future?
Depends when you're looking at it.
Spoken like a giant.
See? The wolves are safe. Somewhere in Vanaheim.
Not the first place Odin would look, I suppose.
There they are, chasing the sun and moon.
Old habits.
Until, look, the moon gets stolen. Somehow.
Atreus.
See? Hati's got nothing to chase.
And they say celestial theft is a victimless crime.
Not totally sure who this is, but someone comes along and rescues the moon. And then, the moon blocks out the sun.
A total eclipse. I haven't seen one of those in 100 winters.
But then they chase an arrow, and things go back to normal.
What does any of this have to do
We're
with...
coming to that. Look, here's Ragnarok. Do you see who's leading the armies against Odin? That's Tyr. If he's gonna be around at Ragnarok, that means he's gotta be alive. Right?
Mimir, can this be?
Odin told me he killed Tyr, and he trusted me at the time, or so I thought.
What if he didn't kill him? What if he's just had him locked up somewhere all this time?
We are back to ifs. Enough.
Wait,
We are going home.
wait! I have one more thing to show you. It's just out here.
Oops, sorry. Want to check something really quick. Not bad? Alright.
What is this?
Everything I found. Well, almost everything.
That's giant craftsmanship. You've been to Jotunheim again?
No, I found it in one of the other shrines.
Other shrines. How many have you visited?
Well, all of them? All the ones I could still get to in Midgard anyway. I don't know what it is, but it's important. Just like all this. When I was inside one of the shrines, I saw an image of Tyr imprisoned, but I couldn't tell where. There are hints inside the other shrines. They mention black smoke and the bleeding earth. But we could never figure out exactly. Yeah, Sindri's been helping me. Look, I talked him into it. It wasn't his idea. I just needed someone to watch my back.
It's alright, Kratos. It's actually not a bad thing. It's actually good.
Black smoke. Bleeding earth. Could the prison be in Muspelheim?
Unlikely. Odin's got no presence to speak of in the primordial realms. But the Bleeding Earth? Sounds like a mine, aye.
The realm of the dwarves, perhaps?
Svartalfheim, that's a good bet. Their mines did belch black smoke, and Odin's had his thumb on the dwarves for a very long time.
That's it then. Tears and Svartalfheim somewhere, imprisoned in a mine. So, what now?
Home.
For now, anyway. This is something that we
This
must
way.
think over.
Lad, even if we consider looking for Tyr, how do you have us getting to Svartalfheim? You know Odin's had all travel between realms locked up tight.
Sindri said he had an idea or two about that.
Sindri is full of ideas.
Of all the stories that Mimir has told us of the giants, this was among the most difficult to believe. Giant wolves with the power to chase day into night and back again. Yet the secrets Atreus uncovered within their shrine reveal they are alive, and perhaps then so is Tyr.
There's a shortcut this way. Remember when we fought our first troll out this way?
I remember you lost control.
We must tread carefully, brother. Danger is close.
You okay fighting without a shield?
It is not my first time.
No!
He's like, it's not my first time fighting without a shield.
Brother,
You'll even
there's
see,
no
like,
walking without your shield.
yeah, like he'll try and it's like nope.
Find you, watch out!
Ow. I was just trying to get some loot. And they attacked. How rude. Alright, now we'll go back to where we were.
What's under there?
Ah, back to smashing through things for fun and profit. Lovely.
I love that they love to make fun and poke fun at the whole way that we break stuff to look for loot in this game.
Mimir, what did you hear of Odin's offer?
To the lad, not much. They stepped outside, but he told us about it. I wouldn't worry.
What about the things he did not tell us?
Again, the fact that he's calling him Mimir rather than
Head.
just love the subtle implications of what has happened in the time that has passed, especially in regards to like the growth for the characters and their relationships.
Phew! Almost home.
Brother, a word. Don't hold the lad's curiosity against him. It goes with being young.
In my youth, we learned obedience.
And is that what you wish for him? Brother, he's going to walk his own path. If you don't want him walking away from you, then smarten up and walk with him a while.
Smartest man alive with wise words.
If we could find a way to open roam travel to Svartalfheim, I bet there'd be all sorts of useful equipment for us to...
Enough. We will go.
Really?
But if we do not find Tyr, you will abandon your search. For good.
All right. You won't be sorry. Sindri!
As I live and breathe, is that Atreus? It's been so long. How you've grown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you'll follow me, Brock mentioned you needed somewhere safe to spend the night, and I believe your favorite dwarves can help you out with that. We're still your favorite dwarves, right?
You're still the only dwarves we know.
I'll take it. After you, my friends.
Where are we going?
The cleanest cabin in all the 9 realms. And I'd prefer it to stay that way. Not looking at anyone in particular. Kratos. After that Thor incident, we thought we should make up some rooms, till you can figure out your next moves. Nearly there. As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms. It's nothing much, but it's safe from Fimbulwinter, safe from Odin's eyes. And you really can't beat the view if you're into shimmering gray voids.
That's amazing, Sin. We have a plan to talk to you about, actually.
Intriguing.
So yeah, we are at their house, basically at Yggdrasil.
Right this way, Kratos.
If you're wondering what those are down there, let's just say we will absolutely learn what those are later. But it does have to do with an aspect of Norse mythology and about Yggdrasil itself.
Does he seem mad?
Why would I be mad?
Come in. Come in! Now, if you would just wipe your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait. You're not gonna wipe your feet, are you? Okay then. Your bedrooms are there, the kitchen is just over there. Anybody need a snack? Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
What we need is your help getting to Svartalf Farm so we can try and rescue Tyr.
To Tyr? Alive? I mean, that's... What?
It's okay. I told him everything.
Everything?
You aided my son in disobeying me.
No, I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky. Everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's important right now is that we try and open up travel between realms again.
I don't know why the screen
said you know the
flashed
way?
there for
Yes,
a moment.
I do. It's just a lot of mud.
Then why haven't you opened the way already, man?
Well, to be frank, there was something we needed your help with.
Oh! The Holder brothers finally require the services of the smartest man alive.
That's it precisely.
Hey! Not so fast. How'd that get in here? When the hell is it anyway?
That is my son.
Well, what in all yarns me that happened to him? He's too damn tall now. And he looks like that. I blame you. Well, come on then. Let's get him something that fits at least.
He's just getting older, you daft prat. Didn't you ever have an awkward phase in your youth?
Hey,
Suppose what's done is done. But you'll be putting your foot down from now on if you know what's good.
Oh, he's trying. Believe me.
All right, let's gear you fuckers up before you go off gallivanting.
Begin with this.
Busted up good. Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
It is important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, how about I fix you up with something to get you by?
Welcome to the Holder Brothers shop. Craft and upgrade armor, weapon attachments, and items using collected resources. View different shop services using the bottom navigation bar. Shields available. Rock is enough materials to forge a new shield. Navigate to the shields menu.
I only got materials to make one of these in the here and now. You bring me more resources, we'll see what we can do.
So there's 2 different shields he can give you right now. Both have the same stats. A shield fit for absorbing attacks and striking back. A stonewall shield. Or a dauntless shield. A shield fit for high risk and high reward parries. So if you are really wanting to do a lot of parry stuff, that's the kind of shield you would go for. Whereas this one, if you're just wanting to block some stuff, then you could go with this one. I'm kind of making this decision just based off the fact that I'm playing this version on my machine, and I just don't know if I feel all that confident about how this thing is going to run. Like, so far it's been fine, except, like, just a couple little things I've noticed. So we'll go with this one. Okay. Now's the time to get Atreus new armor. Go to the armor tab. And go to companion armor.
If the kid's gonna insist on getting taller, best make a habit of swinging in for new duds.
There's some other pieces that we can get as well. That would be upgrades, but...
Looks like Thimblewinter's been hard on our girl. Give her here. She's overdue for some brock.
So there we go. We go ahead and upgrade the axe as well.
Found some items you left behind. Tossed them in the chest. What would you do without them?
I'm gonna go look around. Check out my room. Tell Sindri when you're ready.
And how's life been treating?
Hold on, before we hear this conversation.
The dwarven blacksmith Brock was the first ally we encountered when we set out for the mountain's peak. He and his brother Sindri made the Leviathan axe for Faye, and this has been our common bond. Brock is blunt with a foul tongue, but there is wisdom in his bluster. I find him acceptable company.
That's quite a compliment coming from Kratos. Yeah, he's acceptable company.
Everyone's favorite as your Vulgarian.
The fuck you call me?
Exquisite.
Like, I am noticing
Hey,
some stuttering.
Come see. I guess this is where they store the food. Nice to have options if I wake up hungry.
Alright. This is where we're going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to go ahead and make a save here. We're going to go ahead and call it here. Like I said, I actually do need to... I can't stay up too late tonight. I actually do have to try and get some sleep for an early, long shift at work tomorrow.